You know, sometimes the biggest stories are hidden in the smallest objects. Today, we're going to dive into a 4,000-year-old mystery that's etched into a tiny stone seal. We're going to try to decode an artifact from one of the world's oldest civilizations and, in the process, uncover a story that might just be written in the stars.
So let me just ask you this. What if this famous, super enigmatic object wasn't just some religious icon, but was actually a sophisticated celestial map? I mean, a guide to the heavens, created thousands of years before the first telescopes. That's the incredible theory we are exploring today.
Okay, first things first, let's meet our subject, the Pashupati seal. Now, this thing was discovered in the ruins of Mohenjo-Daro, a major city of the ancient Indus Valley civilization. And its meaning? Well, it's been debated for nearly a century. Who is this figure? What do all the animals represent? And that script? It remains totally undeciphered, leaving us with this beautiful, silent puzzle.
All right, so let's break this mystery down into its key parts. Right in the center, we've got this powerful figure in a meditative pose. People often call him Proto-Shiva. Then surrounding him are four animals: an elephant, a tiger, a water buffalo, and a bull. Every single one is a clue, and together they form a kind of code that we're about to crack. Now, to find the key to this code, we have to do something kind of counterintuitive. We have to look away from the Earth and look up to the night sky. The theory we're looking at suggests the seal isn't a picture of something on land at all. It's a map of the cosmos, connecting the beliefs of the Indus Valley with later Vedic mythology. It's hinting at this amazing thread of culture that might have carried through the centuries. Let's really zero in on that central figure. Scholars call him Proto-Shiva, right? Suggesting an early form of the Hindu god Shiva. But, and this is the crucial link for our theory, the real connection is to an even earlier Vedic deity, Rudra, the fearsome hunter. This connection, this is the first major step in our whole decoding process. It's the key.
And you can see that connection so clearly right here. On the left, you've got the Lord of Animals from the seal. Then on the right, you have Rudra from the Vedic texts, a powerful hunter god described as being helped by hunting dogs. The parallels are, well, they're pretty striking, aren't they? And this leads to the absolute linchpin of the whole theory. If the figure represents the hunter god Rudra, then what is Rudra's form in the sky? The answer, recognized across so many ancient cultures, is the constellation Orion, the great hunter in the sky. All of a sudden, our central figure isn't just a god on a seal. He is a fixed point in the cosmos. He is Orion.
So with Orion as our anchor, everything else just starts to click into place. We can now look at the animals surrounding him not just as symbolic creatures, but as actual markers for the constellations that neighbor Orion in the night sky. The whole thing is about to open up.
And here it is, the star map revealed. Check this out. The tiger in the lower left, that corresponds to Canis Major, Orion's hunting dog. The elephant in the upper left lines up perfectly with Monoceros, the unicorn. The water buffalo in the upper right, that maps to Cetus, the sea monster. And finally, that bull's face in the lower right represents Irenaeus, the celestial river, which is just a stunning link to the later association of Shiva with the Ganges. The positions, they all match the sky. It's incredible.
So what this suggests is something, well, it's truly profound. It zooms us way out from just this one single seal to a much, much bigger idea about where our oldest gods and stories might actually come from. This is really the core thesis of it all. The gods weren't just invented from whole cloth. They were observed, they were charted, and they were revered in the night sky. They are cosmic archetypes, born from the patterns of the stars. It's a really powerful way to reframe how we think about ancient belief. And this is why this stuff matters so much. You have to remember, for ancient people, the sky wasn't just a pretty backdrop. No way. It was a clock, a calendar, a map, and a holy book all rolled into one. The movements of the constellations literally shaped their rituals, their myths, and their entire understanding of their place in the universe. So, wow, we've traveled from a tiny stone seal all the way to the vastness of the cosmos. Let's just quickly recap the logical journey that got us here, just to make sure we're all clear on how this argument is built. It's a pretty clear 5-step deduction when you lay it all out. Step 1, you start with the artifact. Step 2, you identify that central figure as the hunter god Rudra. Step 3, you connect Rudra to his celestial form, which is Orion.
Step 4, you use that knowledge to decode the animals all around him. And the conclusion? Well, it becomes almost inescapable. The seal is a map of the heavens.
And that leaves us with a final, really thrilling thought. If the Pashupati seal is a star map hidden in plain sight, it just makes you wonder, what other secrets are our ancestors trying to tell us? How many other ancient myths aren't just stories, but celestial guides just waiting for us to look up and finally read the map?